There was countless messages upon messages upon messages upon messages. No matter where it was, I got curious what the fuck was going on. Until I found out a whole bunch of shit going on here. Hello, and welcome. This is Mr. Cypher077 here. Get it right. And here we are, for part 3 of the return of the most retarded locale of the death battle community. The one and only...
Who the hell's that? No more chances. You're fucking gone.
Oh shit, I accidentally hit his ass. Whoops. Anyway, the one and only Kimimorra's Trap Hotel, aka VSEN, versus Entertainment Network, aka Dominic Dante Megalad. So, it's been 4 years since the last time I've covered this retard on a video, and over a year, there has been quite some new info regarding what this tard has done. If anybody hasn't seen the previous two, check them out. But with that said, let us begin. Now, before I head off and talk about the recent events before he returned, I'll do a quick recap of the first 2 parts I made, but also add up some stuff I missed out on, so with that said, let's start. Dominic was a known Death Battle versus debater who wanted to so-called criticize Death Battle. He started his rant in 2018 during the 5th season of the show, to the point where he wanted to make a versus show despite Death Battle, aka Blood Royale. In 2021, after his infamous rant on Link vs. Cloud 2, he was arrested for trespassing, sexual assault, and also groomed his ex. But before that even happened, he actually had sexual assault in 2013 towards a child, and this was back when he was in high school, I assume. This also happened before his YouTube channel began in 2015. Honestly, I am not that surprised he was that irrelevant since the very beginning of his YouTube career. This is actually one of the points I missed out on. 12 years of retardation. Yeah, I'm sure Akira Nishikiyama would be laughing at your ass right now for being a pussy.
10 years in the joint makes you a fucking pussy. What, you think you're better than me? What, you think you're better than me? me? Were you someone's prison, bitch? What, you think you're better than me?
Alright, back to where we were. Anyway, what happened to him next? Well, let's continue the events of last year. Somewhere in March 19th of 2024, I might get this wrong, but let's just get to the point. He was released out of jail. Yep, this was no surprise seeing from this, but honestly, stuff like this can happen, and it's completely stupid. Like what happened to Brookie when she got out of jail, but now she's in jail, so yeah. Did this locale respond to the videos I did a long time ago? Yes, he did. What a retard. This is the typical Dominic Dante Mechaland behavior right here, where he's salty that his privacy was leaked out when that's already been shown a long time ago, thanks to the cops. Also, I like how this bum calls me a keyboard warrior and goes third person making threats, saying Grand Theft Auto and Berserk are degenerate shit. Like, bro, both of those franchises are overrated as shit, nigga. Though you are a degenerate all over the place. And plus, I do drama? That's hypocritical. Cause isn't your channel dedicated to drama? Cause you tried to do threats towards your ex, you made drama with one fish mob, the Death Battle fans, which I'll get to that very soon, and you're obsessed with Scorch? Ain't no way, man, I'm dead. Rules for thee, not for me. After that, not much to say, cause he had to catch up to the events he missed out on Death Battle, watching about 41 episodes, I think, for the next 5 months. His return on being on YouTube didn't last long, as he was arrested again on October 8th, 2024. How was he arrested again? Well, he was arrested for attacking the judge, yelling, and punched a hole in a wall like this.
Oh shit! Oh my! Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh my! Oh my god!
Yeah, like that. And also, the fact that he was supposed to not use social media, otherwise parole violation. He was very mad about it, and boom, that's how he got arrested. You know, for the second time. Or maybe the third time? Yeah, third time. Was that really it? Well, not really though. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Somewhere in May, he was back out of jail because of so-called good behavior. Yeah, America's quite stupid anyway, if you ask me. So, what's his next move? Well, he ended up obsessing multiple people that nobody cares about, basically. First we got Sir Splash, Queen of Karma, One Fish Mob, and the darn Death Battle fans. Oh, also me too, as well. Yeah, in the comment sections. So, let's get this out of the way. Splash thought he looked like a psychopath, and the whole gang got pissed off over that. So, yeah. I mean, Splash spoke the truths, and that's all I have to say about it. For Karma, there's already a video in dev, so you can check that out. One Fish Mob, on the other hand, doesn't give two fucks about you, due to the past events you've done. Now, normally, he would have blocked you right now, when you jumped in, but he went against it, due to the YouTube's block policy. Therefore, he's keeping an eye on you on every step you make. Pretty much baiting him in the process. And lastly, oh boy, this is the big one. The Death Battle fans. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't really know how the fuck this happened, but apparently, this happened. And yeah, many were pretty shocked with seeing this was actually him. When they called him out, calling him a sex offender and shit, he started crashing out and blocked some people on here and YouTube via saying, if you mention any drama and shit I done in the comments, I'ma delete that shit, and if you do it again, get your ass banned. Heck, even people who said something like this, that has nothing to do with territory or name, he just banned them. Boom. Nonetheless. Well, that's hilarious. This is some Young Defiant shit we got here. Watch out, folks. If you say something bad about him, he's going to get your ass banned, bro. After this, apparently from what I also found out was that Dominic committed another crime. Those being address name sex offender, address name change sex offender. Sex offender failed to obtain ID license and failed to register as a sex offender. And from what I've heard and typed out, these are very worse crimes that he has done. I know he's gonna say these crimes are false info, but let me tell you something. How the fuck are these statuses recorded in the receipts? Well, he is autistic anyway, which explains his Dante Devil Triggerish crash out behavior. Like, is he thinking things in reverse? We want the real 4K shot evidence, not just blanded statements. Well then, that's about it for the video. Yeah, this was quite short. If you cut down the whole intro and all that, it probably would have made it to 5 minutes. I don't got much to say, to be honest, but it was quite funny seeing him crash out like everywhere, and that's literally the typical low-cow behavior you can always see every day. I know he's trying to speak his opinion and all that, but as DSP said, there's nothing you can do about it.
There's nothing you can do to defend that shit. That's bad.
And yeah, even though he sucks, I can agree. No fans would condone such predator behavior like him, especially when he said someone who is into 14-year-olds is not a pedophile.
Oh my goodness!
Like, are you serious, bro? I'm like, bro, I'm dead. This is the example why the trolls would come after him, bringing up his so-called private life. Which, that's not private, folks. Alright, you want me to prove this shit? Alright, here we go. Here's the name. Oh, look over here. Look here. Look. This shit's real. See? This shit is private? No, it isn't. This is public. This is legit fucking public, 100%. Yeah, even one death battle dude managed to find his address as well. Yeah, I'm not really kidding. That shit is real. And those are shown by the police. Several of them. No kidding. Links in the description below if you're curious. Now, I totally bet someone's gonna send him some pizzas to his house or something else. Who knows? Anyway, I don't say he's the worst versus debater as of this year. There's way more worser ones out there. But they're just retarded. I mean, they're retards, so yeah. As a current, he's basically the Harmon Smith of Death Battle with an A-log as just a robot. Being gay to Death Battle, shilling it all day, praising this over God. Considering he's a retard, he may as well ban all the Death Battle fans if so, Young Defiant style. If the fans keep on owning him troll-wise, or sending pizzas possibly, who knows. Because he's easy to make fun of anyway. Whenever he makes any videos, whether if it's a yes or a no. Well, his content is quite stale, even if it's different anyway, to be honest, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm done talking here. This is Cypher077 signing out. Peace.
Like I said, you guys are bad. Trash, fraudulent, all that kind of crap.